Hello and you're welcome once more to the 3-day weather forecast from the Nigerian Meteorological Agency. We have another dust spell on our hands eminently. It's hazy over the northern part of the country with reduction in horizontal visibilities from a dust plume that came into the country within the wee hours of this morning. So we have horizontal visibilities over the extreme north between the bands of 10 kilometers, 4 kilometers in some areas. We expect these horizontal visibilities to further deteriorate as the day progresses and get poorer by late night. It's hazy over the central part of the country with a few high clouds hanging here and there. It's cloudy over the south and the coastal parts of the country with hot temperatures, making that place quite uncomfortable. And there are prospects of thunderstorms, slim prospects over the coastal parts of the southeast. Speaking of Southern Cross River, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, parts of Bayelsa, Delta, and Lagos and its environs. And for temperature forecasts for Monday, we see temperatures within the upper 30s over the northern part of the country, mid-30s within the central states and the southern part of the country, and minimum temperatures are within their middle and lower 20s. And for air quality for Monday, it's expected to be poorer over the northwestern part of the country, but better to other parts of the country. As we get into Tuesday, presently we have a fresh dust plume raised over our source region. We expect this plume to gravitate southwards and come into the country within the wee hours of Monday into the early hours of Tuesday. And so by Tuesday, we expect poorer horizontal visibilities over the north, as we should have a mix of thick dust haze and moderate dust haze over the northern part, thick to the northeast and moderate over the northwestern part of the country. So we could see visibilities within the neighborhood of 1,000 meters plus minus over the northeastern part of the country within the morning hours. We expect these visibilities to further deteriorate across the board as the day progresses. We expect some of this dust to seep into the northern part of the central states, reducing the horizontal visibilities over the central parts. And so we should have a mix of slight dust haze to moderate dust haze over much of the central states. We expect the south to still be cloudy, but we expect it to be slightly drier for Tuesday. And we have prospects of thunderstorms, even though slimmer now than what we expect for Monday over parts of the south, where the prospect of thunderstorms should just be towards the southeast coast, speaking of Rivers, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, and the southernmost part of Cross River State. And for temperatures, we expect temperatures to also dip slightly. Both daytime and maximum temperatures maximum and nighttime temperatures, should dip for this day, as we expect the dust to reduce some of this incoming solar radiation. Even though we had the temperatures over the north should still be within the mid to lower 30s this time around. Over the central state, we expect it to still be within the mid 30s. Not much change expected as far as temperature is concerned. And even for the southern part of the country, not much change is expected for temperatures. No significant change for Tuesday. And for the air quality, we expect the air quality to still be slightly poorer over the northwestern part of the country. It may extend to some parts of the northeast, but better down south. And as we get to the third day of our forecast, which is Wednesday, we expect thick dust haze across much of the northern part of the country, poorer to the northeast than the northwest. We also expect thick dust haze to now be observed over parts of the central states, the northern parts of the central states. And for the southern parts of the central states, we expect mostly moderate dust haze with a few thick dust haze, mostly to the eastern parts of the central state. And for the southern part of the country, we expect more dryness to affect this area for this third day, and we expect horizontal visibilities to also reduce, especially over the inland areas of the southeast and parts of the inland areas of the southwest. The dryness should affect this day, and so the prospects for rains are quite slim. And so what we expect are mostly cloudy conditions across the south and the coastal parts of the southern states. And for temperatures, we expect temperatures to also dip slightly further for this day, bringing temperatures over the north down to their lower 30s. For the central state, still mid-30s, but slightly lower than what we expect for day 1 and day 2. And for the south, similar picture should play out for this day. And for the air quality for the third day, we expect the air quality to be poorer over a wider area, considering that we should have more dust in suspension for this third day. And that's it from this end. Thank you for watching. I'll keep you posted.